The red tide emergency now with massive amounts of dead fish still in Pinellas County waterways. And today we learned crews have now cleaned up 1 million pounds of the dead fish just in the last few weeks. ABC Action News reporter Eric Waxler joins us live at Johns Pass, where it's very, very quiet right now. I know, Eric, that is not a good sign.
No, not at all, Wendy. And business owners here say they've dealt with red tide before. They are used to it, but they've never seen it this bad or this quiet. The sign on Yogurt City's door says it all. Due to the severity of red tide, we are closed today. Owner Egypt Waller shut down the shop all week.
It's not even worth being open, can't pay the electricity.
She says Yogurt City normally brings in at least a few $100s a day, but the last time they were open, the total take was just $31. Most stores and restaurants at Johns Pass are still open, but foot traffic is way off, even with the lure of free parking.
This is the worst it's ever been.
A couple miles away on Treasure Island, there are massive amounts of dead fish in the intercoastal. Fisherman Dan Condren says the smell is the worst you could ever imagine.
It's pretty bad. I mean, I had 2 mates quit already because of it.
He and his cleanup crew are earning a living the only way they can right now. They've already had 3 boatloads of dead fish before noon.
A lot of fishermen are straight up out of work. Nobody can fish right now because, as you can see, it's all floating on the surface.
Yeah, and even with the problem lingering, Yogurt City's owner says they do plan on reopening tomorrow. They're also looking into getting a special loan to help them through this time. Business owners are encouraged to sign up no matter what. If you've been affected by red tide, you can register for help at floridadisaster.biz. On Johns Pass, Eric Waxler, ABC Action News.
Eric, thank you. Meanwhile, tonight, Governor Rick Scott is urging the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission to deal with this crisis by creating a new red tide research center. He sent a letter also asking agency leaders to reestablish the Florida Harmful Algae Bloom Task Force and request more funding from lawmakers during next year's legislative session. And we got an update from Pinellas County authorities on how the beaches are looking today. I want you to take a look behind me. The county's tourism website is now reporting there is a slight smell in the air at popular Clearwater beaches. And the further south you go, the more likely you'll see reports of breathing problems. Meantime, of course, we'll post all this new data on red tide as soon as we get it on our website. Head over to abcactionnews.com/redtide. Paul?